What's going on, guys? I know it's been a minute, blah blah blah, reintroductions. We'll just hop straight to it. Welcome to the showcase of the Jujutsu Kaisen GT2 add-on. As some of you may or may not have known, Akiri lost the files to his original GT add-on, and as a result of that, he stopped modding for quite a while. But fortunately, for the past month or so, Akiri has created a new add-on, GT2, that has added many great things to Jujutsu Craft, So, if you're excited to get into what GT2 has added into this mod, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And comment down below, I don't know, your favorite JJK character. Let's hop right to it. So, as some of you may have known, since GT has been taken out of the game, since the original GT is gone, basically everything that was in that original mod is gone, poof, kaput. All the keybinds have been changed. There are some things that have been added back, such as burnout heal and reversal heal. The epic fight stuff, fortunately, is still in the game as well, but you'll see that a lot of some other things have changed as well. Getting firstly into it, Jujutsu Kaisen GT adds a new cursed energy system. So, usually when you select a cursed technique, let's say for example Kugasaki, you start out with 600 cursed power. However, there are two new ways to achieve higher cursed power than what used to be the max of 4,000. The first way is through the game rule, random cursed energy, F. Now, if you set this to true, what this will now mean is when you choose a cursed technique, you will now get a random amount of cursed energy. As you can see, my cursed power is 1,500, but if I go to start Jujutsu Craft, I am not even a grade 4 sorcerer. And this bonus cursed energy does scale, so if you get to special grade, you'll have more than the usual 4,000 cap. And for each person, this is a random amount of cursed energy that sticks with them. And I believe it has some high variance. It can vary from 0 to almost like, I think, 1,000 extra or something like that. So yeah, that's the random cursed energy changes. Going over the other form of increasing your cursed energy, to do that first, you'll have to turn off random cursed energy. You cannot have both of them on at the same time. Well, I'm back to the usual 600. The other form of increasing your cursed energy is through GT cursed energy increase. Now, when you set this to true, what this will do, and I personally prefer this system, what this does now, it starts you out at only 10 cursed power. And as you can see, there's an advancement line for it. Now, what do you do to gain cursed power? Well, just using attacks. Every time you use an attack, it'll increase the amount of cursed power that you have. As you can see now, every attack I do increases my total amount of cursed power. Now, more expensive attacks will increase it faster. Now, this is tied to your technique level stat, if you remember that from the old GT, how many times you used a cursed technique. Now, what you could do to check your stats is /stats. It has changed a little bit from the original pop-up in the little chat. Now it's a tab in of itself where it displays your current fame and your player technique level. Now, as you can see, the more you do it, the more cursed power you'll be able to get. I believe base, if you don't change anything, a regular sorcerer can receive up to 20,000 cursed power max after you max it out. Akotsu players can receive 40,000, and Sukuna players will be at 80,000 cursed power. I very much prefer this change to the old way of increasing your cursed energy, was by increasing your cursed energy regeneration, because that led to a lot of things and a lot of people just not running out of cursed energy. Now you'll just have a lot of cursed energy, but you will run out if you have to spam RCT or something like that. Now, I know there's many of you who are like, I don't want to sit around and spam attacks for 5,000 years just to get a lot of cursed power. How can I change it with commands? So to get higher curse power with commands, you'll need the mod known as FTB Library. Just to show that to you guys, FTB Library is on my curse forge. If I go to my GT stuff, the mod that you will need is going to be FTB Library Forge, and any of its dependent mods. I think architecture is one of the dependents for FTB Library. Now, when you have this installed, all you'll need to do now is type in /FTB Library NBT edit player and type yourself. Now, to increase the amount of cursed energy you have, you just need to go down. You don't touch any of this anymore. Instead, if you have cursed energy increase enabled, which I think you should, it's my favorite form of increasing your cursed energy, you just need to go down to your player technique use number. Now I could change this to 183, for example. Except, now if I hop in creative mode for a sec, my total curse power is 183. And if I do /stats, it's also changed to 183. So that's how it works. The more attacking you do, the more cursed energy you get, all the way up until you're one of the strongest characters. Now, you heard me talking about the caps for cursed energy before, the 10,000, no, the 20,000, 40,000, the 80,000 caps. If you want to lower or increase those caps, all you have to do is use the game rule GT curse energy max. Wait, no. Curse energy limit, I apologize. Not max, limit. Now, this is normally set to 4,500, and that's how you get those 20,000, 40,000, and 80,000 caps. If you want to decrease it, just change from 45,000 to a lower number. If you want to increase it, go to a number above 45,000. No, not 4,500, not 45,000. Sorry. So yeah, those are the main curse energy changes to JJK GT2. Now, going over some of the other, I would say, universal changes. We have, as you can see with some of the advancements, we have two different strongest advancements. Now, when you are, if you excuse me for 1 sec, a special grade sorcerer, and you also have, I believe you also need RCT. And let me just grab all of these just to be safe. Simple domain. Once you are a special grade sorcerer with all of these available, all of your special grade, you have RCT, you have your domain expansions. Once you have reached this level, eat a Sukuna finger and not die. Okay, there we go. I don't know what glitch was going on with that. But basically, when you reach a special grade sorcerer, you have RCT, you have your domain and all that stuff. What you can do now is eat a special grade finger, and what that will normally do is give you 1,000. It gives you an extra 1,000 curse energy per finger, and yeah, and it gives you more power as well. Of course, you'll have all these Sukuna debuffs and stuff like that. You will not have access to any of his curse techniques. That's not something you get access to. But you will get the bonus in curse energy and power. So if you're already maxed out and you want to try and get stronger, you can eat a Sukuna finger. But I only recommend you can only do that after you are the strongest one. You saw the way of getting stronger by eating Sukuna fingers, but there is a different way to get as strong as a 20-finger Sukuna without having to eat any fingers. Because I know that might present a lot of downsides, like you'll have all the mobs attacking you now, like even good guys. So if people are looking for a different way to get stronger, this is it. To use it, you need to activate the game rule. GT the strongest 2. If you set this to true, what this now allows you to do is, if you are special grade, well first, yeah, if you are special grade, the same requirements as first, if you are special grade sorcerer, and okay, just recording a small voice over here. going back to show you another way to achieve the other strongest effect that's not eating Sukuna fingers. You'll see in a sec, you just need the same requirements that you did to eat Sukuna's fingers. Domain, RCT, I think those are the main ones. I think those are the only ones you need, but just to be safe, I am going to grab a couple of others, like simple domain and domain amplification. Now, what you'll need is you'll need all of those, and then if you're a special grade sorcerer with those requirements, and you have 6 eyes, as you can see, special grade sorcerer, domain expansion, reverse curse technique. The other way to get this strong is by having 6 eyes, and if you fit all the requirements, you become the honored one. That's through the other advancement, and this will give you power equivalent to a 20-finger Sukuna player. So there's 2 different ways to get this strong in the mod. You can either go Sukuna's route, or you can go Gojo's route with 6 eyes. Depending on what you find, which one is easier to you, 20 Sukuna fingers or just finding a random 6-size item, because I know that can be pretty rare. Now again, this works for any curse technique. It doesn't only work for Limitless. Any curse technique where you can, any curse technique that you put on 6 sides with, you'll have this bonus in power. Now going on to something else that GT adds. We see GT adds 2 different modes. They add a easy mode and a hard mode. Now what these do is they affect your stats. For the easy mode, it makes your player technique level change your player fame. Your player fame will reflect your player technique level. What that means is you can get all the fame you need just by training. You don't even have to kill cursed spirits to get fame. You could just train up and your fame will increase naturally with any attack that you do. So that's the easy mode, and that's very easy to get a bunch of fame and achieve special grade status. You could just farm spam attack somewhere, then you'll have like 2000 technique level, then that will translate to 2000 fame. Now the hard mode is the exact opposite of this. What this means is you cannot gain technique levels, you have to gain fame. Your fame translates to your technique levels. So no matter how much you train or use attack, it won't increase your technique level. To do that, you would have to kill cursed spirits and gain fame to increase your curse technique level. Only then will you be able to get like an increase in curse power or any of the other things tied to technique level. So that's the GT hard mode explained. Apologies for any crazy background noise. Another thing that GT adds is the not translated, but names for a bunch of domain expansions. There you saw Inumaki's name, Sequential Echo. Here we see Kugasaki's name, which is Iron Maiden. And they even have a name for, that's going back to Inumaki's. They also have a name for Jinichi, being the Brockerton Blockbuster. I can't read it, but GT adds a bunch of English names for the domain expansions, which I'm down for. I always love those ideas. Like Sequential Echo sounds sick. Iron Maiden for Kugasaki sounds amazing. Something GT adds is brain recovery, and to do that, you saw with that advanced right there, the advanced reverse curse technique. All you need to do is that be special grade, have reverse curse technique level 2, and hit a black flash. I'm just gonna be on total real quick to show you what hitting black flash gives you. I'm just gonna summon Mahito real quick, if I remember. That's what I do. Yeah, I summon Mahito. So I'm just summon Mahito. Hit a quick black flash, and you see I have the reverse technique advance. This gives you access to burnout healing and reversal healing. I should show the key binds really quick. Yeah. Give me a sec. Yeah, the key binds for reversal healing and burnout healing. See at the top there, those 2 key binds. Now for how burnout healing works is it heals your domain burnouts after you use an attack or anything, or you're on cooldown. What you do is you will hit N to turn it on, and then you'll hold your reverse technique button, your reverse curse technique button to heal. So you press it on. Give me one sec, I'm trying to figure out right here. You press it on, and then you hold the reversal technique level. And once you hit that sound effect once, that's how you know your curse technique is filled. And every time you do that, it fills up to the brain icon in the top left corner. Now once that brain icon hits 100%, you will no longer be able to use burnout recovery. Just to show you real quick, I'm going to go through a bunch of domain expansions, just healing real quick, to show you how many times you can do it. You should be able to do it 5 times, which I believe is manga accurate, but don't quote me on that. Again, sorry for any background noise or this voiceover sounds weird. I had to record this later because I didn't get to record it at the same time as everything else. So, just going through again with some more domains. Again, burnout healing. And I'll be able to do it one more time, and then that will be my last time. See, pop domain again. Shut it off. And then heal it, and then boom. As you can see in the top left, it has I'm at 0% of my brain. And with the brain damage side effect, this means I can no longer use domain expansion or a burnout heal during this period. If I try to use domain expansion, you see it will have the little red burst next to you, and it won't let you do it. So what you have to do to recover from this state is you just have to wait for the cooldown to go away. So you just wait for it. Wait for the brain damage side effect to wear off. Okay, so now that the brain recovery cooldown is gone, you hit the J button to start your reversal healing. This will heal your brain in the top left, slowly getting you back down to 0. As you can see right there, reversal heal. Just hold down J. It'll heal up your brain until you're at 100%. I mean, not 0, at 100%. And then boom, you're fully reset. You can start doing your unstable recoveries again. So yeah, as I showed off with output, using a domain expansion or hitting a black flash will give you 120% output. That just increases all your stuff and gives you the zone effect as well, unlocking 120% of your potential, 120% of your output. Now, something I forgot to mention is for brain heal in the first place, there's a game rule. Brain heal zone required. What this means is to use brain recovery, you would have to have zone in the first place to use brain recovery. If it's set to true, you need zone. If it's set to false, you won't need it. So it just depends on your preferences. Also, if you have a higher output, it reduces the amount of curse energy you need to use for reverse curse technique, I mean. So higher output means less curse energy used for reversed curse technique. Less curse energy used to heal yourself. You get that, yeah. Those are all the system universal changes that has been added. I'm going to go into now the more specific curse technique changes for each different one. Now, first up on the list we have is Ghetto's curse technique change. And what a lot of people have asked for Ghetto is for his extension technique to come back. So just simply with the game rule, GT, Ghetto extension, if you change it to true, this will now allow you to absorb sorcerers. So yeah, what Ghetto extension allows you to do is it allows you to absorb sorcerers. Now this can be done when I'm in creative mode, but if you're in survival, they will have to be low, just like a cursed spirit, and you just right click them. Oh yeah, my curse technique is currently burnt out. Obviously you can't do it with burnout. But what to do is usually when they're low, you just right click them, and you can then absorb the sorcerer to have as one of your cursed spirits. You might only be able to do it in domain, but so far it's been fine for me. Now moving on to the next curse technique change, we're just gonna go over Hakari. He has 2 changes. The first one is /game rule GT Jackpot duration. Now this is normally set to I believe 250 seconds. I'm not fully correct, but what it's meant for is for for his jackpot. It will last the canon 4 minutes and 11 seconds. instead of the only 1 minute that it lasts in the normal mod. Come on. Go doors. Yeah, go doors. Now, also, there's this description for when you have Jackpot that's taken from the manga as well. Pretty sick addition. So you see I have Jackpot for 4 minutes and 11 seconds, the canon amount in the manga. And if you were want to change that, you just have the game rule again, /GT, Jackpot duration. You can make it shorter, you can make it longer. Now another addition to Jackpot is Tukadonka, which I don't even know how to say. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm just gonna leave it there. But if you know, you know the memes and the music for Jackpot. So yeah, you can also have that in GT as well. Just be careful, because even after you die, the music will still be playing. Now those are the two other ones that I've got changes. The last person on this list has gotten a lot of changes, and that last person is my favorite character in all of JJK, Yuta Okotsu. So, just to go to Okotsu again. Also, you might have seen me getting these advancements of Curse Energy Growth. This is the closer you get to max Curse Energy, the more of these you get. Now, for Yuta Okotsu, he has a lot of changes made to his copy and his system with the Rika in general. To have access to anything that we, any of the changes that we really want, we'll have to use the Shikigami Rika. So to do that, just use Pure Love like you've done before. The curse will be lifted. And now you have the Shikigami Rika. The first of these changes comes from the game rule. The game rule, give me 1 second. I'll show it off in the world game rules, but that is the full manifestation game rule. And what that means is, this also, the GT original copy, you want to set this to true. You also want to set limit copy to true as well. True. Now what this means is, let me just despawn those guys. This means now is when you summon a Rika, it'll be the full manifestation version that's in the manga as well. If you want the partial manifestation, you just want to do Shift Rika instead. Now what this means is, just like the text from the chat from the manga as well, for these 5 minutes, you can use any of the copy curse techniques that you have. As well as, if you have the ring, the Rika ring, which is made from an iron nugget in a stonesmith, you can right click Rika for her storage, and if you right click her without the ring, she can give you cursed energy as well. And just to show you some of the copy changes, if I were to, let's say just for example, fight a Mahito. Now, you might remember how it used to work in the past. Where is he? They're going to hit me with a curse. So now that he has used a curse technique, I'm just gonna do this. Of course, also, when your Rika is destroyed or the timer runs out, there's gonna be a small 1 minute cooldown. But after this 1 minute cooldown, I'll show you the new changes to copy curse techniques. And now that Rika is summoned, if I put a, so you know how the usual curse techniques work, you would get only the attack, you wouldn't get the actual full curse technique. If you put it in your offhand now, it will allow you to use all of the curse techniques in that move set, not just the one that you have copied. I can use any of them. I can use Idle Transfiguration, I can use the hands, the bullet, and for some other moves though, like body repellent stuff, if you copy those moves and then swap and then put them in the offhand, it'll add them to your collection as well. But in general, you'll get access to most of the curse techniques that person has just by copying one and storing one, which I like way more because it cleans up your inventory way more. And if you want to stop doing that, just take it out of your offhand and you can use your normal curse techniques as well. Now something else that this allows you to do is through the game rule GT domain copy. If you set this to true, you can guess from the name. If you have a curse technique in your offhand and go over to your domain, go over to your domain expansion. There we go. Go over to your domain expansion. It is a little bit glitchy, but when you use it, instead of being Shingen Soai, Yuta's Pure Love domain expansion, it'll be I forgot his domain expansion name, but Amahito's domain expansion instead. So you can copy domain expansions, and yes, it will copy the effects from those domains. If you copy Sukuna's, for example, you will get the cleave and dismantle attacks. And you can do this for any copy technique that has a domain. So that's pretty sick, and it'll also have the effects, of course, stuff like that. But you can also turn that off to use your normal domain, which uses the copy technique in your first slot. So those are the main, what's going on over there? Those are the main Yuta changes. I don't believe I've missed anything. Oh, something else that you'll be able to do with Yuta is, this one's kind of, something else you can do is a Maharaga copy. If you set this to true and Maharaga uses its air cannon at you and you have that copied move as well, as I believe I saw this, you'll need the where is it, the wheel as well on your head. If you have the wheel on your head and you have Maharaga's copy technique in your offhand, you can copy his adaptation technique, which yes will allow you yourself to adapt to attacks and such. You basically become Maharaga for 5 minutes. It's kind of insane, kind of OP, but then again, Yuta himself is insane and very OP. So I genuinely believe that is all there is to showcase. There might be a few other things that I have missed out on or did not catch. And if that is the case, leave it in the comments down below what I've missed and what I didn't explain right. And make sure if you see a comment like that, explain the right thing correctly. I was gonna say upvote it. That's horrible. Make sure to like that comment so others can see it as well. That'll be all from me. I'll see you guys next time for whenever I see you guys next time. I have a hidden series coming up. That's gonna be my own videos, not a showcase. Instead, it's gonna be my own custom, unique idea for a video with graphics and all that stuff. You guys might see that this week. It might be next week, but when you do, if you can see that video, spread it around. I know it's gonna get less views than usual, but it's a project that I have a lot of passion for because I love the JJK series, and so I want to show my love for that by going through doing my own original content as well as these showcases. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.